Hello Mazimbo. Today I'm going to unbox a robot mower. It's called LawnMaster robot mower. The flying mower robot mower for the past how many years, Mona?
6 years, I think.
6 years only.
Yeah.
More than 6 years because the rating took Barnsley 2011. Yeah, so it's almost 10 years. Yeah, the chance of Barnsley 5 years. So yeah, more than 10 years. It has got a charging base and a guiding wire. And suddenly, it didn't work. Tried to check any problems, troubleshoot, nothing worked. So we have decided, okay, let's get another one. But this time, that didn't can take one. Not only is it cheap, because it's about 300 pounds. Yes, no, it's about 300 pounds. And I have a guiding wire, which means I don't have the hassle if it's a guiding wire. I have a charging base though. We are in a battery 24 volts, of which you remove it, you charge it, and return it to charge. It runs for 4 hours. It mows about 100 square meters, the lawn. So I hope this one will be a good one because this is my first time to use it. I haven't used anything which is not guiding wire, and it's a new technology, but it's on the cheap side. The most expensive ones, yeah, there are more expensive ones which actually we can actually take themselves back to the charging base and they can mow the whole night. But this one is a cheap one, so it's just to see how it works. I'm not promoting Nagantegesera because this one I bought it specifically for our domestic consumption. So hopefully it will work out for me. This is the manual. As you can see, LawnMaster instruction manual. Like I said, it doesn't need a guiding wire, but the downside is because it doesn't have a guiding wire, it uses a camera and sensors, which means you need to have some sort of a boundary, which is like ours. It has got fence on all sides and brick on the other side, which means it can actually see that there's an obstacle and turn around. If there is, you need to keep on going as long as there is any greenery, because it can't distinguish a lawn and something that is not a lawn, flowers or a hedge. It will just go through. So you need a boundary with a different color from blue or green. All right. So kana wine yard is nama boundaries. In greenery, you have to put some kind of a boundary. Okay, so that's the manual, which is quite nice. It looks, it's only a box, so it's a box with all the logos, LawnMaster. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a posh or anything. It's just a box. So if you look inside, that's the lawnmower, which is covered in plastic. That's the lawnmower covered in plastic. So it's not something that you call, that would put in the category of iPhone packaging. Okay, so that's our lawnmower. And let's take it out of the plastic. The good thing is the delivery was actually good because there's no protection or anything. It's not in the bubble wrap or anything to protect it. But surprise, there are no dents or anything. As you can see, that's the lawnmower. And what else is in there? Yeah. That's the charger for the battery. It's a nice charger though. It's a nice charger. Not bad. And lastly, we have got our battery. Let's see. 24 volts battery. This is nice. Yeah, you can use it for other things, like if you've got a trimmer which is the same battery, you can use the same battery. Yeah, it's actually good. So you just plug it in there and plug it in. It's an English plug, so it's actually good. I don't have to buy an adapter or modify it, which is good. And last but not least, some spray blades. I've got enough blades as well, so I can always use, because the Flymo robot mower uses the same blades, so this one can use the same blades. I can actually use the same spray blades that I've got for the Flymo. And as you can see, that's it. Let's see the blades of this thing, the underside of this thing. So yeah, so these are the blades, and you can change the height. You can change the height going up. So this one you'll be cutting right to the bottom. I don't know what's the least cutting level, that cutting depth. Let's see. Is there anything written in there about? Yeah, I haven't read the manual because I use the other Flymo. The technology is the same, so most of the time you don't seem to see the logic of reading. You just read the safety instructions, that's all. And the rest seems to be the same. Yeah. Yeah, and also this one you can actually upgrade it in terms of software. Just put it on your stick and plug it in, and it will start upgrading itself. That's it. It doesn't have an app, so that's why maybe it's actually cheap, because it doesn't have an app or anything. And this is where you plug in the battery. This is for the safety of the battery. So you just plug it in there. Let's see. How do you plug it in? Yeah, this way. Yeah. And you hold this one plug in. Huh? That's it. That's it, and you turn it on. Let's see if I've got it. So you don't have to do much. So, yes, this is the levels, isn't it?
Is the battery
this is
fully
20. Charged? No, it's not fully charged. It's just to demonstrate. So this is on. That is if it's fully charged. You turn it on, and you check whether you want the auto spiral. Spiral is mostly when there's a patch that has been left out, was after it is mowed. So you want to just mop that part only. So you put it in spiral, you place it on the part that you want to mow, and put it on spiral. It will just rotate at the same place, mowing it down. All right. So that's it. Nothing more. It's not complicated. Straightforward. Downside is, like, unlike my Flymo, which is waterproof, which meant even in rain it would keep on mowing. This one can't. It doesn't have a rain sensor, which means you have to monitor. If you think it's going to rain, don't use it, because if rain gets in there, then it's packed. It won't work anymore. So you need to make sure that it doesn't get water inside.
Hello.
What I'll do is, when I start using it, I'll post another video to show how it's working. After 1 year, I'll put in a review, because right now I don't know how convenient it is. My Flymo, I loved it because it was convenient, but it was a little bit expensive. I'm talking about 10 years ago. It was about £600. If I try to buy it today, I think it's still within that region of 500, 600, 700 pounds. This one for 350, that's a bargain. So I'll see how it is. I was a little bit skeptical when I bought my Flymo, but it turned out to be alright. So this one, I hope it will satisfy me as well.